Hello, gamers. What's up, gay nerds? Welcome back to my podcast. I don't even know the last time I uploaded. Don't go look. I know it's been like a lot of months. Don't say anything about it. It has come to my attention, been brought to my attention, at my job, that my coworkers have been made aware that I like to be a silly little guy on the internet, and that supposedly I have a podcast. And I figured, hey, if the rumor is that I have a podcast, I probably should upload and have a podcast. Welcome back, or welcome to my podcast. Anyways, hello. It is April of 2026. I just turned 24. That's not okay, and I don't like that. That's like a big girl age. That's like, hey, how old are you? 24. Oh, how's your kids and your mortgage? Taxes? 401k. And I'm like, I'm still 14. What do you mean? I was 14 10 years ago? I was 16 8 years ago. Oh, say, can you see? I don't want to think about it. Anyways, this is my podcast. There's no theme. I have nothing. It's stream of consciousness. I have no topics. What am I doing here? You tell me, audience. What am I doing here? What are we talking about? I'm in this corner right now. If you see dog hair float across the screen, no, you didn't. Shh. Don't talk about it. I work as a vet tech, and I have 2 dogs. Well, I have a dog. His name is Rocky, and I love him very much. I just recently made him an Instagram account because in this year of 2026, we're in April. There's only been 4 months of this year so far. I went through my phone and realized I'd taken 158 pictures of him. So my mom was like, hey, why don't you have an Instagram for him? And I was like, I don't actually have a good answer for why I don't. So I made him an Instagram. This is all besides the point. He doesn't shed. The other dog, Buddy, 12-year-old toothless Chihuahua mix, he walks into a room and leaves a trail of hair behind. So if you see hair floating in the air, it's because the fan is on, and I have the creature of all time that just releases hair everywhere. I'm not dirty. I just have a dog who lives in this house with me, who sheds everywhere. I was gonna say, this corner that you're currently seeing is, I've positioned you in a way so that you cannot see over here, because it looks like a nightmare. I currently have a ton of things stacked, and it's gonna collect more things in the next month or two, because that's supposed to be drum roll. I don't think that. I'm moving out of my parents' house. Yes, I did previously just say that I'm 24. I'm 24 now. I have a girlfriend, a beautiful, amazing girlfriend who I love very much, and we're getting an apartment together. We're actually going apartment hunting today. Well, we're apartment hunting currently, so we don't have a place yet, but we're going on a tour today together, and that's gonna be really cool. But I've gathered over time, I've collected a bunch of things that I was like, okay, eventually I'm gonna have an apartment, and these are things that I'm going to need. So I have an entire bin full of kitchen stuff. Went thrifting, got some more stuff. But it's all in a gigantic pile. So you don't need to see all that. It looks like a nightmare. Went to Five Below. Five Below was kind of awesome for random things. I got this spitting makeup thing so I could put my makeup brushes and stuff into that, and my eyeliner and stuff. I don't know, and it will spin. Because currently my makeup setup is just everything is within bags shoved into like one of those soft felt like bin things, and I have to dig through it, and it's underneath my desk, and my chair is positioned diagonal with my desk, so like I will slam my knees, elbows, hands, and head on my desk trying to get my makeup. I don't want to do that when I move out. I would like to have things organized in such a way in which I am not getting injured every time I sit here and need to do something. I also got like a cute little rug. Okay. This is my first experience ever moving out. I've only lived in this room my entire life. I'm 24. That's a lot of years. The things that are expensive that I just simply did not consider would be expensive. I got so much kitchen supplies, utensils, whatever, things I'd need in a kitchen. Not that bad. Trash cans? Hey, what's up with that? Why is the market for trash cans insane? Why is it like, hey, do you want a plastic bin to put your trash in? $75, please. At Walmart. Like, Walmart of all places is like cheaper. Hello, I'm just gonna use like a plastic bag. 'Cause that's insane. I'm like, also, rugs. Five Below is awesome, and I got one of those like funky like braided rug things just for like, I don't know, somewhere, maybe the bathroom, I don't know, the kitchen. $7, which was awesome because everywhere else I've ever been where I've looked at rugs, hey, why are they like, hey, you want your floor to be soft and not cold on your feet? Give me $300. I will just get house shoes. I have my slippers, my house shoes. I suppose I will just wear those. Five Below is pretty good for things, though. I'm sure the longevity of this rug will probably not be great. Whatever. It was $7, and it looks cute. I'm so excited to get an apartment with my girlfriend. We're looking for 2-bedroom so that we each have our own bedroom. And if you're like, why would you guys not want to share a room? Personally, both of us were like, what if we have our own space and then our shared space and then we're also in each other's spaces? Dan and Phil style apartment. They're back here on my wall also. Yeah. In my room, in our future apartment, which we're going on a tour today. We're hoping to find a place soon. It's getting real. Dude, it's getting real. And I'm really excited about it. In my room, in our future apartment, I'm so excited. I'm going to create a space that is so emo. Emo bedroom of my dreams is going to be created in the near future, and I'm really excited about it. Speaking of, okay, so you know how people have that gene that makes it so that cilantro tastes like soap? I have that thing where I think ugly things are cute. So, like, if something is really ugly to most people, like naked cats, like Sphinx cats, those things are so cute. A lot of people are like, hey, that's a rotisserie chicken. Okay, I want a rotisserie chicken and I want to put it in a sweater. I'm sorry, I think that Sphinx cats are cute. Any decrepit old animal that like Lita Beta Ding Dong, whatever that dog is on TikTok right now, that's like its eyeballs do not function at all, tongue always out, like fur clearly just has so much food from this dog not having any teeth and just using their tongue to eat. That thing is cute. I will not stand for any like elderly ugly little dog hatred or elderly old little cat hatred. Have you seen an elderly hamster before? That's cute. I don't care that it's balding. It's adorable. Therefore, I have a very strong maternal feeling towards the fuggler. And you know what? I'm going to share them with you right now. First up, they're called baby fugs. And I'm not kidding. I have a box. I already unboxed him. But proof that I'm not making that up. Baby fug. The first fuggler I've ever purchased. Like, you can't tell me this is not the cutest thing. This is the cutest thing ever. He has a diaper. Look at that little baby guy. This is my most recent one I just unboxed. Look at him. Look at him. He's so freaking cute. Side note, I used to hate the color pink. I was one of those tomboy girls when I was a kid growing up. Tomboy, grew up having a younger brother. I didn't mind mud or dirt. I was constantly picking up amphibians and reptiles in my yard. And then I'd go to school and all the other girls were like, I like Barbies and TV shows. Why do you have grass stains on your knees? So I was determined from a young age. I was like, I hate the color pink and I hate skirts. Well, guess who's 24 now and one of my favorite colors, mayhaps, possible, it is pink. And that's my story. Look at this little dude. He matches my hair. I don't particularly love, trigger warning for fuggler teeth. Don't love when they have molars as their front teeth. Didn't realize that this guy had that, but like, okay, that's so stinking cute though. I can't be mad at him. He's perfect. Okay, here's the first like large fuggler that I've ever purchased. He has a baby. You can't really see his teeth. Like, that's so silly. Also, the one singular tooth is killing me. Look at him. I love him. He's got a little baby carrier for his little baby. And then for Valentine's Day, my amazing, wonderful, beautiful girlfriend who I love so much got me this guy. I love him. I've decided they are in love. They're both boys, and they're gay and in love, and this is their son. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. I cannot wait to grow my fuggler collection in my future apartment. That was rude. I did not tell you to turn off. Excuse you, my mood lighting. Thumbnail. Thumbnail. Mr. Beast thumbnail. $10 million? I gave a random stranger $10 million to commit an atrocity. Okay. I cannot wait to curate the emo bedroom of my dreams in my future apartment with my girlfriend. And by future, I mean like in the next month or two. So really soon. I am so excited. Let's get excited. Not excited about the part where I have to pack up all of my trinkets and things and transport them from here to there. That's not gonna be fun. I have a lot of things. I've been living in this room since bro, I've lived in this room my entire life. I've never been in a dorm. I've never had an apartment before. So for my entire 24 years of life, I've been living in this room. So I have 24 years worth of things. Not exactly, but you know what I mean. I've been existing on this earth for 24 years and I have so many things. I have so many books. Me and my girlfriend were giggling about like what furniture do we currently have? Like trying to figure out what we're going to have in the apartment when we first move in. So we both have bean bags. So there will be 2 bean bags in our living room. She has a ton of board games. And we both have a ton of books. So we were like, we're going to move in. It's going to be me, you, and my dog. We're the living room, simply 2 bean bags, a ton of board games, and like books covering all the walls. And then my like TV in this room that I'm bringing with me for now, that was my living room family TV like since we first moved here when I was 4. Or maybe I just remember being a small child and this being the TV in the living room. So quite old television. What else? I have so many books. I'm also excited to continue my CD and DVD collection. I love collecting physical media, personally. This binder is the movie binder of all time. I organized it recently. It has all of my childhood movies, DVDs, in there. Organized it so that it's easy to flip through and find what I'm looking for. You're coming home with me. I also have a good amount of CDs. I'm not going to pick those up because the struggle there, you know what? I don't want to put them back. They're staying up there. Let's go over my CD collection. It's not very big yet. I have a Tyler, the Creator, Wolf album, Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever, My Chemical Romance, because duh. I say in my Chemical Romance long sleeve with my Chemical Romance poster in the background. I have 2 21 Pilots, an MF Doom, because duh, MF Doom, food. Maybe I will. Oh, what happened to this? A lot of my cases are all messed up. They were in my car. What the heck happened to this one? There's sand on it. A piece of one of the cases just fell out. I didn't have a good way of storing these for a while. Don't look at the cases. We got food. Every single song on this album, banger. My Chemical Romance, Welcome to the Black Parade, banger. I want to collect all of their albums because I love My Chemical Romance. When the Pawn, Fiona Apple. No skips. Def Leppard, Pyromania. Also no skips. These need to go back in my car. But also, I'm afraid of my car breaking down and me having to get rid of it with all my CDs in it. Because my car is also falling apart. That's besides the point. You know what else is falling apart? This Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction CD case. I'm gonna just put that one right there for now. Jump scare. Death of a Bachelor. If I stutter or if I have a lisp, shut up. Don't say anything about it. Death of a Bachelor, Panic at the Disco. Not their greatest album. But you know what it is? Panic at the Disco, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. No skips. I love this album. I have 2 21 Pilots CDs. I don't even listen to them anymore. But I have Blurry Face and Vessel. Vessel, one of my best friends currently gave this to me my freshman year of high school. And we giggle about the silly story of him giving me this for Christmas my freshman year of high school. I still have it. It's a good album. It's in my collection. Last but not least, don't look at this case. This came to me like this. I was given by somebody who I'm not friends with anymore. An old friend gave me the Into the Spider-Verse album. Soundtrack album. Whatever. That's my CD collection. I lied. There's 3 more. Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. 'Cause duh. Tyler, the Creator. Oh my god, don't look at the dust. Again, I'm not gonna dust this bookshelf or clean it because in like a month I'm packing everything up. So I'll clean it then. Tyler, the Creator, Wolf album, because duh. I also so badly want to take a photo shoot and make my own like wolf cover but with myself, because I've seen people do that and it makes me giggle. And I want to do that. Last but not least, my first CD I've ever owned. Don't know where the case went because I've had it since I was a small child. The Beach Boys, Greatest Hits. The Beach Boys, 20 Good Vibrations, The Greatest Hits. From 1995. I listened to this on like my Barbie CD player as a child. This was how I got into music. So shout out the Beach Boys. Everybody goes surfing. I keep getting text messages from... What did I do? Oh my god. Okay. I keep getting texts from apartments. And I'm not currently answering. Because I don't want to right now. So what's been up with you? What else? Things I've been getting into. More than I'm already into them. Dungeons and Dragons. I can't pronounce that correctly. It's hard for my mouth to do that, so I'm gonna just call it D&D because Dungeons and Dragons is hard. Been getting into D&D more. I was part of a campaign, and now I'm not. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I miss playing. So I asked my friends today, I was like, hey, if I made a campaign, and they were immediately like, yes. So maybe I'll do that. I came prepared. I had the things out that I was gonna possibly discuss. A good friend of mine and one of my best friend's boyfriend, kindly gifted my old campaign in D&D groups. All of us got a player's handbook from him for Christmas. And I need to actually like go through this and read it. I have like sticky noted different pages to like help me find things for character creation, but I need to like actually like get into it and understand D&D more, because I miss playing. I love medieval fantasy crap, like D&D, right up my alley. What do you call it? It's not medieval times. The Renaissance Fair. I went as a pirate. It was so much fun. I want to make that like a yearly thing. It is so fun. I don't remember what campaign this is from. I had a character named Farron. This one was my D&D character named Gwyn. I don't know what this was from either. And then this was the character I played as the longest, so I was misled. The first time I ever played D&D was for a campaign that went on for quite a few years and did not get finished. And when I literally, the paper is like destroyed. When I was told, so I was the last one added to this campaign. I think I was an afterthought. I'm okay with that, but never played D&D before. So I was like, hey, can you help me? Because I don't know what I need to do. And everyone was like, yeah, so we're meeting up tomorrow at like 9 a.m. Have a character made and ready. I didn't know what that meant. So in my head, I was like, okay. I'm also at this time shy and I don't share my OCs with people. I still kind of don't. Hey, side note, I like to draw and create my own characters. I'm incredibly shy about that still though. So I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was misled and told that I could pick a character that already exists. Now at this time, it's like 2021. I just got done rewatching the entirety of Avatar: The Last Airbender, so I say my favorite character, Toph Beifong. That becomes my character for the next couple years, and when I tell you that was the worst decision I've ever made in my life. So this is my Toph Beifong, like, character sheet. I hated playing as this character because I did not understand how D&D worked. So, my character did not participate 95% of the time because she's 12 and blind and 4'11", I think. 4'3". Okay. So, yeah. Anyways, I have good ideas for D&D. Again, the dog hair you just saw fly past on the screen, it was your eyes. You didn't see that. You made that up in your head. Gaslighting you. Anyways, I love Dungeons and Dragons. I would like to play it again. I might end up being the DM though, which is an entirely different realm. So I need to like figure that out. But I miss playing Dungeons and Dragons. I just want to play a campaign where like magic isn't off limits and like I don't know. I'm getting into watching Critical Role, which is like nerdy voice actors doing Dungeons and Dragons together. Don't know why it took me so long to get into it. I finished episode 1 and now I'm starting episode 2, which were posted 10 years ago. So I have a lot of content to catch up on. But it's getting me back into D&D, and I pulled my player handbook out because low-key I want to like read up a little bit and perhaps start planning a campaign, because another crazy life update, I'm graduating in like a month. Hey, super hate that. I've only been a student my entire life, so the thought of not being a student anymore Don't like that. Just like how being 24 is closer to 30 than being 15. 24 is closer to 30 than 15. Hey, hey, what the fudge? What the frick? I don't like hey, that's like a grown age. Same with like, hey, I'm graduating college. I'm going to be expected to know things. I'm just a goofy, silly little idiot. What do you mean I have to know stuff? And I will, but like, not being a student for the first time ever is going to be a little bit spooky, but also really exciting. Having said that, I'm going to be working all the time. And when I'm not working, I'm going to not have anything to do. So I was like, hey, I'm going to become the biggest bookworm video game playing D&D nerd because I'll have the time to do it now. Because I already am. I just have not had the time. So that's the plan. So I'm like, if I start plotting now, maybe I'll have it done by next year. But my friends are interested, and my girlfriend as well. She was like, I will help you. And I was like, please do. She is amazing and smart and cool and creative, so I'm excited to collab on like a silly little creative thing because she's good at that. And also D&D is fun for me too because I like to draw. I mentioned that before. And you know what? Let's go out of my comfort zone a little bit. I'm going to have to edit out so much of me sniffling, or maybe I'll just leave it in. ASMR of me getting over a cold ? Or having allergies. I can't tell which one it is because the weather went from, I'm not kidding you, 50 degrees to 92 and then back down to like, it's supposed to be like 30s today. So lost my voice. I'm full of liquid. Maybe I'll just keep it in. Maybe I'll just keep not the liquid. Maybe I'll just keep the clips in of me sniffling and sounding disgusting. ASMR. Here's my notebook. My current notebook. Let me find some art that I can share without feeling like I'm gonna pee my pants. Personal favorite right now, I drew me and my girlfriend. I doodled her. Okay, so I guess I doodled her. Most of this notebook is me doodling my girlfriend. I drew us as a princess and her knight. Yay. I really like this one. I feel like I did a pretty good job. I'm not usually someone who draws like side profile. I'm trying to learn. Here's my OC. His name is Greg. I love him. Here's him in his 6'7" t-shirt because that's the vibe. 6'7". Here's my OC Penny. I might just like to draw her just a little bit. Perhaps just a little bit. She's fun to draw, maybe. And then her like animal coded sidekick is Ton, who is very Groot. Just two bolts bouncing around in that skull of his, made of scrap parts. And then I also have other characters named, I have Brick, Nicole, and they're all in that same universe. Yes, I did name them after like currency/weight amounts. Like ton, brick, penny, nickel. I think I'm funny. Tough crowd. Here's a comparison of Penny and Ton in size. Ton is like a giant robot. And Penny's like 5'6". 6'7". 5'6". I'm 24. Anyways, I like to draw. What else? I love video games. I'm not good at them. But the ones that I do play are Animal Crossing, The Sims 4, and Minecraft because they are not difficult to play. and it's all creative stuff which doesn't require me to have good hand-eye coordination or general knowledge of video games. I am the eldest sister to a younger brother. He has the skills. Like he grew up playing the video games and gaining all the video game knowledge and like having the skills now where he could pick up any video game because he's been playing video games for so long. I'm not quite there. While he was playing video games, I was watching, and then I'd go in my room and I'd draw like My Little Pony OCs. Never watched My Little Pony. Anyways, I'm a grown-up now who does not know how to properly play video games. I downloaded Peak, played with my best friend. He can attest, I rage quit all 3 times we played. It's a fun game. Proximity voice chat is really fun, really silly. It would just rage bait me a little bit when I would not be good at video games, and he's someone who's been playing video games his entire life. So he's good at video games, and I would, my character would fall off the side of a mountain and be deceased, and voice chat is proximity chat, so echoing through the mountains, I could just hear him going, "When I'm on the road, whoo, whoo," from SpongeBob, and I was like, I need to leave this situation now before I say some really mean things out of anger. Like, I am not good at video games. Currently, though, playing The Sims 4 and making my OCs in The Sims. And that's been fun. I made Greg so far. I have 3 other OCs I want to make. Now 4. I actually came up with I have 4 OCs in the same universe together. By the way, if you're not a nerd or somebody who draws or whatever, an OC is just own character. And if I'm wrong about that, don't tell me. Or do. I have a handful of OCs that are in different universes. The ones that I'm making in The Sims right now, The Sims 4, which, by the way, since EA got bought by another company, that game is glitching so bad. That's a whole other thing. I could go on a full entire video long rant about The Sims 4 and all of its bugs and flaws, whatever. Making 4 of my OCs in The Sims 4, and then a randomized character model came up on The Sims 4, and that quite literally inspired me to create a 5th character in that universe. I'm shy. That's all I'm gonna share. But one of my characters' name is Greg, who I showed. 6'7". Yeah, he's in there. I made him first, and now I have 4 other characters to make. And a house. One of my favorite things to do in The Sims 4 is literally just build. I also like Minecraft, where you build. And Animal Crossing, where you build. I mayhaps like creative games where you build and decorate however you want to. I don't know. Peak is really fun. I just need to get better at games that have like controls and stuff. Like the closest game I've played that isn't just like a creative like open world building game is Sly Cooper on the PS2. It's been a minute. I also played Ratatouille, the game, on the PS2. That's it. Maybe, you know what? I played Guitar Hero. Wasn't good at it. Shaun White snowboarding, the video game, I would watch. And I like stood on the fake Bluetooth snowboard once, and I was really bad at it. I also played Wii Sports Resort, Mario and Mario Kart on the Wii, the Michael Jackson Experience dance game. So, maybe I'm not that skilled with hand-eye coordination when it comes to, like, a game like Peak where you're like climbing a mountain and you have to like collect items and like not fall off of things. Yeah, I'm not particularly skilled in that. Just realize I'm 40 minutes in recording. I keep looking at myself and not at you. I'm supposed to be looking at you. Hi. Hello. I also am a bookworm, but not as much because I'm in school and that takes up most of my brain power, which I have not a lot of. As somebody who has ADHD really severely and wasn't diagnosed until I was 19, didn't do anything about it until I was 23, 22, now I'm 24. My brain is about the size of a peanut when it comes to the amount of time that I'm able to use my brain cells. So maybe I like a little mindless game, or like I like to color. Dude, being 24 is coming home from work, taking a shower, crawling into my bed with a weighted blanket, turning all the lights off except for my fairy lights and my candle light, so it's just yellow lighting. And then it gets really crazy by Friday nights. I will put on Dan and Phil and color. Really crazy stuff going on over here. Like, I don't know. I'm excited to graduate. Okay, not being one of those 2020 graduates. Okay, shut up. Don't come for me. But I graduated high school in 2020, unfortunately. So I never got, and shut up, I'm not doing the 2020 graduate thing. I never had an actual graduation. I'm okay with that. I still graduated and walked the stage, but it was like the stage in the school and not the same place where all the rest of the graduates have ever walked. And I'm saying this, stop it. Put your thumbs away. Stop typing in the comments. I'm saying this as somebody who has stage fright. Like, this is fine because I'm talking into a microphone into a phone. It's just me here. And then you here later. That's fine. When I graduated in 2020, I walked the stage alone in a room full of my parents, my brother, one friend, and partner at the time, and then my principal. Wait, and when I walked the stage, it was just my parents and my brother. I think you couldn't have anybody else in the room. So 4 people watched me walk the stage. So when I tell you I perhaps, perchance, will be peeing myself on the stage walking for my college graduation, it's because I've never walked a stage in front of everyone and their mother. There's going to be so many people in that room, and I have to stand up when my name is announced and walk across the stage while everybody watches. That's why I'm afraid of graduating. And also, like, I've only been a student my entire life, so not being a student is nerve-wracking. But mostly because I'm like, hey, I have to, like, walk in front of a lot of people, and I'm wearing, like, a heeled boot. I'm gonna trip and fall, and I'm just gonna have to disintegrate. Like, that's why I'm scared. But then I'm gonna graduate, and then I'm gonna be done, and then I have to, like, study. Okay, I'm a vet tech. Where I am, you have to study a lot and then take basically the vet tech version of your boards exam. So, like, this summer isn't going to be relaxing and fun because I'm moving and taking my boards. But then after that is just life. So I'm like, whoa, I can, like, have hobbies and read books. Let me go back to the original topic. I'm a bookworm when I have the time to use my brain for that. I have a learning disability that unfortunately does in fact disable me. So not a lot of my brain power currently can be put towards casual reading because I need it for work and for school. So when I get home, I like to do a little mindless pixel art color by number app, or Sudoku. Sudoku's been too brain taxing recently, so it's just been my pixel art color by number app in my phone that I paid to remove the ads from because I play it so much. And then Dan and Phil on my TV. That's been my hobbies recently. Or The Sims, where I will mindlessly... I have a Sims world currently that I'm working on, that I've been playing, where I just gave the Sims characters like the most exaggerated features possible and the like stupidest outfits, and gave them a giant mansion. And so they've had 5 children now, and I'm just seeing like how insane the children's features turn out because the parents have crazy features. Like, I'm talking like giant ears and chin down to here and nose all the way out, but then also the other one has like really flat features and like wide. I just want to see what happens. Also, most of that world is just me like wanting to design a house for like a ton of children, because like customizing the house and like building and stuff is fun. But that feels brainless to me because it's just me being like, what color couch should I put in this room? That doesn't require any brain power, which is awesome. But I cannot wait to graduate so I can do things that I can do brain power using my brain to do. I've been recording for over 45 minutes. I'm losing my brain power, which is unfortunate because I do have an apartment tour later. But I suppose I can be a little bit brainless for that because you just walk around and are like, And my girlfriend will be there to remember things that my brain is like, la 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 la, la 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 la. Also, you know what? And I'll end off by saying that my brain is simply just like a catalog of every single sound, song, phrase, whatever, that it's liked a little bit, that tickled my brain cells a little bit, put it in the catalog. I am full of references. To the point where it's like, I will make a joke that only I find funny because everyone else around me is like, I have no idea what you're referencing. And I'm like, that's fair enough. It is like a 15-second clip of a really niche, stupid childhood movie that I watched when I was like 6, and so it's just been in here forever. I would really like if my brain would do that with like all of the anatomy terms that I need to know about several different animals, or like all the different classes of pharmaceutical drugs that I need to know, but instead my brain has slurped up every single open season movie that I've watched. It is what it is. Thank you for watching. If you know me in real life, simply... No, you don't. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll keep doing this. Who knows if this video will see the light of day? I might have just recorded for 49 minutes and it just won't even see the light of day. We'll see. This is my second take because the first take, I got really self-conscious like halfway through recording, and you could feel that. So then I was like, I need to do a second take where I'm just yapping it up and like more prepared to speak, because the first take of this is awful. So this is my second take. So I've been recording for like almost 2 hours. And who knows, maybe 2 hours of content will never see the light of day. Let me know.
Subscribe.